actually. I was going to put on a warmer hat that was more of a wool. This is for the fashion police that was on my case about the funky hats that I wear. So I had to take time to put together a nice little extra funky outfit. But this repotting, not what am I talking about? This video is on a haul. Kind of sad. Mitzi is, well, sure you've seen her video of me doing a tour of her collection, and I did 2 videos where I was looking at her garden and her hardy orchids. I know you've seen that video because it was pretty popular. Mitzi, unfortunately, she's getting up to the age, plus she has health issues. She's in the hospital now. And so we have a member cell here on our local society, and I was asked to take care of Mitzi's plants, as far as she's actually going to give away most of her plants because she just can't handle them. Mitzi's probably about 3'8". So she has monster plants, big ones. These are representative of the size of her plants, but I left other plants there. I left an Encyclia Radiata. I left a Vanda tricolor, which was probably about 4 feet tall. What else? I left 2 Lelia pupiratas that both had sheaths on them. So I was basically over there. I left about 4 or 5 or 6, more than that, Phragmipediums that are choice Phragmipediums. They were Cavacii, Eric Young 4N mixed crosses. So Mitzi, like I've said, she likes plants. She's a master gardener. In addition to orchids, she's also going to be digging up her Japanese irises and her bletillas and some of her just regular, not regular, but daylilies. Another thing that I noticed about her orchids is that some of them, because her husband Mark has been left to the task, and Mark is not an orchid person. He waters, that's basically it. But you can see this one has scale on it, and a lot of them had scale or mealy bugs because Mitzi's not there. Her plants have been inside for about a month now because Mitzi's been in the hospital for a month, and it was pretty much scheduled hospitalization because of her health. And she's on dialysis and different things like that. But they knew that this was coming, and so she had already moved her plants in advance of, anything happening to her where she wouldn't be able to put them inside. And so you can see this has some scale too. So in addition to me going over and picking out plants for myself, I was also dividing plants. Here's a division of a yellowbird. And I did take a pretty nice sized division, and I have a yellowbird, but because it's Mitzi's, it's just more sentimental. And this is the first one that I'll show you. And you can see there's roots. And really, this plant was in a basket like that, full. And so I really just soaked it and pulled it apart. And so there's probably about 4 other pieces besides this one. And the canes are a bit desiccated, they are wrinkly, and there may be some remnants of some mealybugs or whatever, but I mean, other than that, it's still very, very, very healthy. In addition to that, I can remember, what else did I divide? I divided her, she had a Wilmot's Best that was in sheath that I divided. She also had Ports of Paradise that I left there, DLC Ports of Paradise, that was in rock, that was probably about 3 feet tall. Because I remember when she got that plant. We got hers at the same time at Hauserman. What else did I leave? I left a couple of Collagenes, but I think when I go back Thursday to finish up the spraying, see, I didn't spray my plants. I sprayed the plants that I was dividing for the club. So, look, is that a flower spike? It sure is. Look, that is a flower spike. I had no idea. I just yanked it apart and kept this piece, and that is a flower spike that is developing. I had no idea. So I might as well just go ahead and get to this, this, these treasures. I wasn't even anticipating getting this much because, like I said, these were being divided. Mitzi wanted me to take whatever I wanted, but I was, I've got enough stuff and I've got plants already out of the greenhouse that I have to get into the greenhouse. Although, having said that, our weather is a lot better. My plants have been out still when the temperatures have been in the low 40s, and I think it's gonna hover around the next few nights around 48, and the daytime temperatures are gonna be 60s, sometimes in the 70s. And I think next week our lows will be in the 50s. So there really is no rush to get my plants back inside if the weather continues. But I'm gonna go ahead but I was trying to be conservative with picking plants. That's my whole point. I really knew that I was going to get the Brassavolas because she just said take whatever. And she had some Engracums. I left some of the Engracums. She had Leonis. She had 2 Leonises that she wanted me to take. I didn't take any Leonis. But I got that box from Florida Suncoast. So I'm just going to go ahead and just go through these plants, and then I'm going to do that unboxing. Right, Prince? Prince. Yeah. Hey, say hi. Yeah, I'm going to unbox that after I do this. So I'm going to get to this. So I've said that this was, because this is a really nice haul. So this is the yellowbird that I said I got, and I said that there's a new growth. And I had just noticed that there's an inflorescence right there. So there's that one. This right here, I didn't know what it was, but looking at it, it looks like a Brassavola. It looks like it has previously bloomed and it is small. And actually, she had 2 of these. This was called BLC Midnight Perfume. I have no idea what that is. No idea. But perfume, midnight, that sounds like black or night, black orchid or something nice. I mean, but look at all those new growths coming up. And this is Mitzis. He's not been with these plants, not watered them. So this is one, and I got another one. I'll just leave this here. But that's a nice plant, big. So here's that division. Okay, this again, this is her Schilleriana purpurea. Look at that plant. I could not pass that by, even though I have a Schilleriana. There's my hand. So, how could I pass that up? Okay, so that's a Schilleriana. You can see the patterning on the leaves. This one is 2 of the same, and I had no idea. But because of, I'll tell you why I got both of these. This is Phalaenopsis Amy Jean Paula, and this is Phalaenopsis Amy Jean Madison Trail. I have no idea what these plants are. I didn't take the time to look it up at Mitzis, but because I can look on the tag and I can see that Mitzis had this plant for a very long time, for 20 years. And this one, since 2014, it's got to be some really nice plant. Mitzi does not have just ordinary plants. Again, I saw this one. This is a Paphiopedilum, and it has bloomed before. You can see it's a nice sized Paphiopedilum. Maybe a little bit of, no, maybe that's not mealy bugs. But I looked at the tag and it said prim and proper Ron times Stonii. Mine, you know, Stonii anything is mine. So that's a no-brainer. That's that box. Now down below here, this is what I went for, the Brassavolas, because you know I lost my, just recently, I lost my Richard Mueller. Just this winter, or this summer, because it bloomed for me in the spring, and then it began to put up new growths, and because of all of the wet that we had this spring, the new growth rotted and then it spread to the whole plant. Now I have a really nice, decent Richard Mueller. You can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, on and on. Multiple new growths that are coming up. So that is a godsend. That is a godsend. That is a godsend. If I would ever miss one plant, it would probably be Richard Mueller from my collection, because so many of my other Brassavolas have Richard Mueller in it. It seems kind of ill-filling to not have a Richard Mueller, even though Richard Mueller is not my favorite per se. I do have a lot of Richard Mueller hybrids and I do like them. Anyway, the next plant that she gave me was a Gongora Cassadaya. And I believe this is one of those Gongoras that look more like cups, or like not corkscrews, but less looking like dragons and more like kind of cups. But this has new growth, doesn't have the leaves. That doesn't mean that the plant isn't good. It is a really nice sized plant, definitely bloom size. So we'll do a better job at keeping it moist and giving it nice humidity. Bear in mind, Mitzi grows on her, she has a nice sunroom, but it's more or less a room off of her house. But she grows very well. Like you can see, she's had these plants for 20 years. Okay, this box has some goodies as the other one did. Let's start with this one that's kind of just sitting on top. This is a Phalaenopsis. She had a bunch of these, she had a whole crate full of these that were under lights, probably 7 or 8 of these. George Vasquez times Dragon Tree Eagle. And of course this is a Bellina influenced complex Phalaenopsis that's fragrant, that is bloom size. And then there was this one that is the corner cervi, and you know that I collect my corner cervis. Nice roots. There's the inflorescence. And it is, well, it's corner cervi yellow, which is the species. Now this is due for a repot, but still a nice plant. Nice plant. Corner cervi. And then probably, well, let's just go to this one. There's a lot of nice things in here. This is one thing that she wanted me to get from the jump. And in addition to those Engracum Leonises, she had 2 of them. And she begged me to take them, and I said no, because I would kill them. So instead, she also was wanting me to get this one, and this is from Oak Hill, the famous Oak Hill garden. And this is Engracum Comarins. Now, she's had this for a while, and I think Engracum Comarins is I still think Comarins is a variety of Eburnum. or superbum. I know it is. So it's just like my my longer cow cards. It's a variety like that. So this is still a baby. Seems like this Kiki is in better shape than that. But it's an Engracum species that I do not have. So it's cute no matter how small it is. Okay, let's move on to this, which again, such a find, such a find. These are things you cannot find. Literally. Richard Mueller. You can't find Richard Mueller. Not really. Maybe a seedling or compost. It's just not around anymore. There's too many new things that have replaced it. And this is another one of those. This is B.L. Bernice Foster. Very old-fashioned hybrid. One that is not ever made anymore, and it's just lost unless you already have it. And it's got that new growth that's maturing. It should bloom. It has bloomed last year. Looks like it's bloomed from every growth. That's a Richard Mueller hybrid, I believe, as well. Bernice Foster. So, then, let's look at this right here, which you can see right there. There is a sheath inside of that growth. This is RTH, which is probably Rincatante or something like that. Anyway, RTH lemon drop. Now I've seen this lemon drop for the longest time. It's really beautiful. I think it's like got the little yellow flower, maybe with a little drop of red. Kind of, it's on the lip maybe. But I've always wanted one. I've never got one, and now I have one that's probably going to bloom soon. It does have a bit of a scale on it, a little bit, but that's nothing major. That's that. And then right in front of it, that's another one of those BLC Midnight Magics. Midnight perfume, that's what it is. Nice Brisavilla looking type. And then here, this plant is BC Island Charm Yellow Flare. You can see the size of the pot, all of the pseudobulbs, and then here's buds. So it looks like it's going to be like a white flower, but who knows? Right next to this is Encyclia Radiata. It says, "Who's your orchid?" And look at me, I am about to mess up a spike. But it says, "Who's your orchid?" Who knows? Anyway, it is Encyclia Radiata, and she made sure that I took this plant. She made sure that I took it, and I happily took it. I don't think I had one. I did get one from Spencer a while back. She wanted me to take it because of how desiccated it was. But when I got to the newest growth, it's got a sheath there. So maybe that's going to bloom. But it is fairly desiccated because it really hasn't been getting watered. Then in front of that, which is in bud, is this plant here that is Lelia Finkaniana Don Herman spots. And she's had this for a while, since May of 2012. Lelia Finkaniana Don Herman spots. I know what that one looks like. I've never had one. I think that might have Trick or Treat in it, but it's a yellow, lemon yellow with, I think it has red or maybe some dark color in it. I think it's red. But Florida Suncoast, I know they sell these. Anyway, here, I don't know what I'm going to do with this because I do have one, but I took it anyway. And I might just divide it. This is an Encyclia Guatemalensis. And I'll just show you the plant. You can see the growths, the new growths, and the plant. And it has bloomed previously. But what I did not could not believe was there that she was giving away was, I swear, this is the trendy plant of fall 2021. I swear it is, because this is all I hear about these days is this plant. And I think I heard about it from Nelson, and maybe heard Natalia talking about it. This is Lelia Rubescens Aria, crossed with Alba. Now I've heard they were talking about, I believe it was the Rubescens Aria. They were talking about how the flowers were just beautiful and how they were just long lasting and the spikes just kept coming and how it was just so easy. But bear in mind, they're in Florida, but literally that was the trendy plant, I would say, among YouTube, among just, I heard it from several people about this plant. And this has 2 spikes. There you go. So I got that. And I think that's it that I got from Mitzis, which is enough, way enough. Let me count them. So there's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 new plants, folks. 19 new plants. Okay, let's move on to Florida Sun Coast. Again, I want to thank Patrick for picking out my outfit and my hat, or being the fashion police, saying I need to step it up. Okay, I tried. Now, let's get on to this box. It's probably just one plant. I have been really good. And don't forget, all of those are gifts. I did not buy one of those plants. Okay, so let's get this one open. And I know you guys did hear me say that my plants are still outside. And they're probably gonna still be outside for another week. Because it's warming up here. It's gonna be 50s at night. Well, some nights, but it's gonna be in the 40s, and they've survived so far, so I think they'll be okay. But in the meanwhile, I'm still moving stuff in and organizing, so it's not like I'm just like sitting around and letting them just sit out there. Okay, so I got 2 plants. Okay, and that was some idiot riding by on his bicycle that's got a motor on it. Okay, so I got 2 plants. Let's start with the big one first. Again, this is from Florida Suncoast Orchids, which I've already said that this is where I'm ordering from, besides things off of my wish list, like Engracoids, like Brassavola hybrids, like if I find an Epi Ilens, I need that plant. Okay, this is Lelia Finkaniana, George. So this is a Lelia type that has bloomed before. Again, I think this is maybe a rupiculus, but gets long spikes like Lelia anceps, and the flowers are a lavender pink with a white lip. And they usually bloom into in fall, from fall into winter. That's when this plant usually blooms. And I think they do like it a little bit drier after their growths are matured and when they started to form spikes. But I'm not really sure. I'll have to look up this species. Actually, it looks like it's a hybrid, natural hybrid. Lelia albida times anceps. And it is putting up growth, so There again, I really have to look up and see what the growth habit of this plant is. But anyway, that's Lelia Finkaniana. Fink, Finkaniana. Okay. And the other is, sorry for my camera. Thank you all for watching my video. If you like this video, make sure you press the like button. I'd appreciate it. And if you can't hear me, or if you don't like my hat or my scarf, or you don't like these plants, please let me know. All right. I don't remember what this is, because these are, I think I got these on eBay. So this is not from the group. And this is, here's the tag. Oh, okay. This is Grammata, no, it's, I don't know what GCP. Suncoast Hot Lava Stars Magma. It is a Myrmecophila cross. And these are just seedlings, but it gets really red, vivid flowers on some kind of a longish spike that are like red, vivid, intense, like Rubescens, red, lava looking. So this is just a baby. I think a blooming size plant probably is maybe a foot tall, maybe 6 to a foot. So I think. But anyway, that's all I got from Florida Suncoast. That really is my haul. And let's go back over and look at my beautiful freebies one more time that I got from Mitzi, and then I'm going to get off of here. So yeah, beautiful Schilleriana. That's Humongadonga. Then there's that Yellowbird division that I got that actually has that spike there that's probably not going to develop, but it's still a spike. And then there are these two files that I have no idea. I'll have to look them up. Amy Jean Paula, and this one is Amy Jean Addison Trail. Then there was this Paphiopedilum, prim and proper Ron times Stony Eye Jean. Nice, previously bloomed plant, really big. Then I've got that George Vasquez times Dragon Tree Eagle here. There's that Engracum Comarins. And this is Phalaenopsis cornocervi. Actually, there's two spikes. That's the species. Then there is B.L. Bernice Foster. That is Richard Mueller. BLC Richard Mueller. Nice big plant. And that's Gongora Cassadaya. Then in this box, I've got BC Island Charm, Yellow Fire, which has these buds. This is that Epilelia Cattleya Don Herman right there. This is the Lemon Drop 2N. It's got a sheath. Back there is that Encyclia Radicans. That's got a sheath over here. No, it's Radiata, that's what it is. And there's the sheath right there. That's Encyclia Guatemalensis. No, it's not Guatemalensis. Yeah, it is. It's Guatemalensis. And then here is the Lelia Rubescens. Aria times Alba. Nice big plant. You can see there's the bulbs, and there's spike. That is coming from that bulb. And then there's another spike. You can see that it has spiked before. So yeah, that's my haul. And I got my Richard Mueller. Yay! Hey there, Denise. You'll have to watch the rerun. So, but it was fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. You see, I got a new Richard Mueller. Nice big plant here. Nice, nice plant. This is my Berenice Foster. And that's Gongora. Do you know this one, Denise? VLC Midnight Perfume. I got 2 of those. And these Phalaenopsis, that's Schilleriana, and then those Phalaenopsis, there's an Engracum path there. Yeah, it's really huge. Richard Mueller. A lot of nice growths. And yeah, Lelia Rubescens, Aria times Alba. And then here's Don Herman spots. Don Herman spots. And this is BC Spotted Island Charm, which is here. So yeah, that's it. And then here's the lemon drop that I got that has a sheath. So that is my haul. And I left this is the Guatemalensis. No, yeah, it is Guatemalensis, Encyclia Guatemalensis. Yes, there is a lot of buds, Even on, this probably won't make it, but this is a yellowbird division. See, I was dividing and taking Mitzis plants, but look at that, that's an inflorescence. I just saw that when I got home. And this is one of 4 divisions, or 3 that I got. And I had no idea this had a spike on it. Looks like it's got some mealy bugs on it too. But that was a spike. This is yellowbird. So anyway, that was my haul. And I do have to thank Patrick again for the hat. And thank you, Mitzi. Wow. And I'm going back over Thursday because I'm spraying off her plants of the scale and the mealybugs, the ones that I'm dividing. Yeah, she's in the hospital. Well, she's in rehab right now. She'll probably be in there for another couple of weeks. But we have our dinner coming up November 9th. So we are going to actually, me and her missed the member sale, so we're going to put our plants in addition to, we have a raffle for a free plant for the members. So we're going to have 2 tables, one with, that you can buy these divisions of our plants, or the freebie table. So, and all that money goes, we sell these plants for $1, and I divided up, I was saying, you can watch the video, but I divided up BC Wilmette Wong. She has 2 puperatas. Both of them have sheaths. The Wilmette Wong had a sheath on one, and it was plotted up in leca. Literally, the roots were 3 inches long, and I just pulled the plant apart. And so it's two plants. She had a, it was the yellow, the chartreuse, you know which one I'm talking. There's 2 of them. I named it before. I can't think of it right now, but it's very popular because I got one the same time she did from Hauserman, and we both bloomed ours, but mine, I divided mine and gave some of it away, and she left hers all one piece. And it's, yeah, it's chartreuse, like yellow, and it's, I know it's an old-fashioned one. I said it already in the beginning. Now I can't think of it. Anyway, what else did she have? She had like I divided a sherry isle. Is there a sherry isle like IS? It's like a den issy, sherry issy, something issy, and it's like ISE, and it's like a Kingianum speciosum. It's like an so it's got to be an Australian den that's crossed with something, but I divided that into 4 pieces, and the pieces were like 2 or 3 feet tall. I didn't touch her Kingianums. She has like Phaeus Tinkerville. That's what it is, Ports of Paradise. Exactly, Ports of Paradise. Too big. I divided her Ports of Paradise into 3 pieces because it was in a 10-inch pot and it had sheaths on it. So she had I almost took this plant, Dick Smith. Dick Smith. She had one that had a sheath, 2 sheaths on it actually, and I didn't take it because I didn't want to be greedy. She also had some very choice phragmipediums, like 2 Eric Young 4Ns. She had one that was another Eric Young that was crossed with Cavacii. I mean, and then she had Phalaenopsis, and then she had some Masdevallias. So, and like I already said, I left her Vanda. She has a Vanda tricolor that she has won many, many awards for, and it was actually in bloom. She has Butillas. She had Spathiculatus blooming. I mean, just amazing. Blue Bletilla ocreate. It's the yellow one that she has blooming. And anyway, I've said enough. So I'm just going to get off of here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to press that button, please. Love you, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Enjoy your orchids.